Before you judge Carlos, let me show you the moment that broke him. It was a single event that shattered everything he believed in. Watch closely. This is the truth.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Please subscribe to my channel and click the bell for notifications.
He stood in a hallway holding a trash bag of clothes like it was a suitcase. The door behind him had a notice, not a warning, a deadline. He reached into his pocket and pulled out, me, $1. He stared at me like I was an insult from the universe. Then he laughed, quiet, embarrassed, because it felt impossible that a grown man could be down to a single dollar. I'm that dollar, and I'm going to walk you through how Carlos went from eviction and shame to stability in 12 months, without lottery luck, without a miracle, and without pretending it was easy. And listen, this isn't just his story. If you've ever dodged a phone call because you knew it was collections, you're going to feel this. Carlos is 29. He's the kind of guy you'd pass in a grocery store and never think twice about. He works warehouse shifts, 10 hours on his feet, and on weekends he does delivery apps to keep up. He's not flashy, no designer clothes, no vacations, but he had one habit that quietly wrecked him. He avoided looking at his numbers. Because numbers don't just show you money, they show you consequences. And when your life feels heavy, the last thing you want is a spreadsheet telling you you're failing. I'm working hard, it'll work out. That sentence has destroyed more Americans than any single bad purchase. Here's Carlos's monthly reality, and it's painfully normal. After taxes, he averaged around $2,900. Rent, $1,400. Gas, $210. Groceries, $450. So when something unexpected hit, he didn't have savings, he had plastic. And credit doesn't feel like danger at first. It feels like relief. That's why it's so addictive. It started with the car, because in most of America, no car means no job. One morning, the engine light came on. He ignored it for a week. Then it got worse. We can't drive this. Carlos had maybe $60 in his checking account. So he swiped the card and promised it was temporary. But temporary debt has a way of becoming permanent when your life is already running on fumes. Then his supervisor cut hours. Not fired, just fewer shifts. I'll make it up with deliveries. But deliveries are unpredictable. Some weeks are decent, some weeks are brutal. And every time he came up short, the card filled the gap. That's how you go from one emergency to a system of emergencies. He didn't feel reckless. He felt responsible because he was trying to keep everything from collapsing. Here's the part nobody posts on Instagram. Minimum payment, then interest, then late fee, then another late fee. One missed payment snowballed. The balance grew even on months he paid. Carlos opened the app and saw the number barely move. And that's when hope gets dangerous, because you start thinking, if it won't get better anyway, why try? That thought is where people give up. Carlos didn't give up yet, but he started hiding. He stopped answering unknown numbers. He stopped checking mail. He smiled at work, but at night he replayed every mistake like a movie he couldn't turn off. When friends said, let's go out, he lied, I'm tired. When family asked, how's everything? He said, good, because shame makes you protect an image while your life collapses behind it. And that's what happened until the eviction notice ended the pretending. The notice said he had days, not weeks. Carlos tried to negotiate. The landlord wanted money, not apologies. And when the deadline hit, Carlos walked out with a trash bag and a backpack. Carlos, I can't believe you. After everything?
Look at him. What a mess.
You should be ashamed. I know. Go on then. Get in the car. I can't live like this! That sentence was the beginning. I want to escape. I told him, Carlos, we're done with vague hope. We're doing math. First, we write the truth. No drama, no excuses. Utilities, $650. Overdraft fees, $430. Then I told him something harsh. You don't have a debt problem, you have a systems problem. Because without a system, your emotions drive your money. And emotions are terrible accountants. Rule 1, stop the bleeding. No new debt for 30 days, not one swipe. But what if something happens? Something will happen. That's why we're building controls. He deleted shopping apps, removed saved cards. He put his credit cards in a sealed envelope in the trunk, rolled off enough to add friction. Because motivation isn't enough? Exactly. You beat it with distance. Got it. Step 2, 2 accounts. Bills account gets funded first, you automatic transfer on payday. Life account gets a weekly allowance. Sunday night, same amount every week. What about fun?
Fun is coming back later. Right now, we're buying peace. He started tracking spending in 5 categories: housing, food, transportation, debt, and survival buffer. Wow, how long? Not forever, just until his brain stopped panicking. Step 3, housing reset. Carlos hated this part. He felt like a failure. I told him, this is not failure, this is strategy. He rented a room, shared kitchen, small space, strict rules. I guess so. But the math changed overnight. Rent dropped enough to create oxygen. And oxygen is what gives you choices. Without it, every decision feels like a fire. Step 4, income boost, temporary war mode, 2 weekend shifts, 1 side service. Carlos chose a simple route, basic cleaning and moving help. He made a rule, every extra dollar goes to the plan, not lifestyle. He aimed for $350 extra per week. Some weeks he hit it, some weeks he didn't. But consistency beat perfection. And for the first time, his balance started moving in the right direction. Step 5, attack the debt with a method, debt avalanche. Minimums on everything, then kill the highest APR first. And here's the move most people never try. I called the lenders. What did they say? I said I'm paying and need a hardship option. And they reduced the APR on one card and waived fees on another. Yes, that's great news! Not because they were kind, because they prefer some money over no money. Month by month, the monster shrank. Carlos wasn't free yet, but he was no longer helpless. Month 6, life tested him. A tire blew out. Old Carlos would have swiped the card and called it necessary. New Carlos sold stuff the same day. Electronics, extra clothes, covered the tire, and protected the streak. And that's when the identity changed. He stopped being a guy with debt and became a guy with a plan. At 12 months, he wasn't rich, he was stable. Debt way down, rent current, overdrafts gone, and a $1,000 emergency fund. Small but disciplined. If you want Carlos' exact 12-month blueprint, comment, reset, and subscribe, because the next comeback is even crazier.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Please subscribe to my channel and click the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching. See you next time.